Hi guys, so today we're looking at lesson 9.5, which is numerical patterns. So all we're doing is patterning. We find out what we're doing to one number to make the next number, and then we do the same thing to that number to make the next number, and then we do the same thing to that number to make the next number. So let's look at the Unlock the Problem on page 407. On the first week of school, Well purchases 2 movies and 6 songs from his favorite media website. If he purchases the same number of movies and songs each week, how does the number of songs purchased compare to the number of movies purchased from one week to the next? So over in the purple spot, it says, how many movies does Well purchase each week? And it tells us that outright. It says 2 movies. And then, how many songs does Well purchase each week? And it says that outright, 6 songs. So that goes over into our purple box. 2 movies, 6 songs. Step 1, use the 2 rules given in the problem to generate the first 4 terms in the sequence of the number of movies and the sequence of the number of songs. So the first week, we have 2 movies. Then we get 2 more the next week. So the second week, we have 4 movies. We get 2 more that next week. So the third week, we have 6 movies. We get 2 more that week. So the fourth week, 6 plus 2 is 8. That's all we're doing here. 2, 4, 6, 8 for the movies. Let's talk about the songs. First week, we have 6. We add on 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Add on 6. 12 plus 6 is 18. Add on 6. 18 plus 6, 18 plus 6 is 24. Okay, so we're just counting by 6s. Step 2, write the number pairs which relate to the number of movies. So I have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So I have 2 and 6, 4 and 12. All I'm doing is taking the 2 numbers, 6 and 18, 8 and 24. Step 3, for each number pair, compare the number of movies to the number of songs. Write a rule that describes this relationship. So the second number is how many times as much as the first number? Let's think about this. 2 times what is 6? 2 times 3, times 3 is 6. 4 times what is 12? 4 times 3 is 12. 6 times what is 18? 6 times 3 is 18. 8 times what is 24? 8 times 3 is 24. That's all that we're doing there. So in the little blue, so our rule is number of movies times 3. That's our rule. So number of movies times 3 is how many songs we have. Number of movies times 3 is the number of songs. Okay. So from one week to the next, the number of songs Well purchased is blank times as many as the number of movies purchased is 3 times as many as the number of movies purchased. Page 408. When Alice completes each level of her favorite video game, she wins 3 extra lives and 6 gold coins. What rule can you write to relate the number of gold coins to the number of extra lives she has won on any given level? How many extra lives will Alice have won after she completes 8 levels? So I'm going on to a new piece of paper. We have our rule for the extra lives is add. Each time they get how many more? They get 3 more for the lives. For the extra coins, every time we add 6, add 6 coins each time. So what did we do? So I can look at these two. I can either multiply or I can divide. Because the 6 is larger than the 3, so I would multiply the top to get to the bottom. What do I do to the 3 to make it a 6? I multiply by 2. What do I do to the 6 to make it a 3? I divide by 2. So at the 8th level, I have 48 coins. If I divide 48 divided by 2 is 2 goes into 48, 2 goes into 4. How many times? 2, because 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0, bring down the 8. 2 goes into 8, how many times? 4, because 2 times 4 is 8. So that would be a 24 lives. All right, so that's at level 8. Okay, so level 8, they have 24 lives and 48 coins. Step 1, to the left of the table, complete the rule of how you could find the number of extra lives won. I just did that. So you need to put a +3 over top of every single one of these. This is for step 1. So +3 over top of every single one of these. And then on the line at the bottom, it says, from one level to the next, Alice wins 3 more extra lives. For step 2, you see all those little blue spots? You need to put a +6 on every one of the blue spots. And then at the bottom, it says from one level to the next, Alice wins 6 more gold coins. For number 3, write the number pairs which relate to it. So, step 3, we have level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. I think they're making this needlessly complicated, honestly. So at level 1, I am literally just writing down the 3, 6. It's just the numbers on top of each other. Level 2 says it's 6, 12, top number, bottom number, top number, bottom number. Level 3, it's 9, 18, top number, bottom number. Level 4, it is 12, 24, top number, bottom number. That's it. Step 4, complete the rule to the right of the table, which describes how the number pairs are related. Use your rule to find the number of extra lives at level 8, which we already did. For each level, the number of extra lives is blank as great as the number of gold coins. So what's another way of saying, well, I guess we can say it that way, just 2 times. So this is in the blue part. This is in the think. 2 times. So our rule is multiply the number of lives by 2 to get the number of coins. So after 7 levels, Alice will have won, and then what we already figured out up here, 24 extra lives. All right. Pause if you need to. I am moving on to 409, the share and show. Use the given rules to complete each sequence and then complete the rule which describes how the nickels are related to the dimes. So nickels goes, I'm going to do an N for nickels and a D for dimes. 5, 10, 15, 20. What's going to come next? 25. All right. Dimes, 10, 20, 30, 40. What's going to come next? 50. Here we're counting by 5s. Here we're counting by 10s. Okay, so what is our rule? Our rule is, I'm going to put a time sign instead of writing out multiply. 5 times what gives us 10? 5 times 2 gives us 10. So that is our rule. Multiply by 2. Number 2. So that was number 1. Number 2. Multiply the number of books by blank to find the amount spent. Okay. So let's look. 3 books, $12 spent. What did I do to the 3 to make it a 12? I multiplied by what? 3 times what gives me 12? 3 times 4 gives me 12. So my rule is multiply the number of books by 4. This is actually really straightforward. They have a rather confusing way that they're showing it to us, but when you get right down to it, it's very straightforward. So on the 8th time, they bought 24 books and they want to know how much it's going to cost. Well, if every book is $4, 24 times 4, 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1, 9. So it's going to be $96 for that particular book. Number 3. Divide the weight of the bag by blank to find the number of marbles. Okay, so this time we're looking to see how do we get from 10 to 30? But we're trying to go the opposite direction. 30 divided by what is 10? Or 10 times what is 30? 3, right? So we're going to divide by 3. And that is our rule, divided by 3. So at the 12th point, we have 360 pounds. I need to know how many marbles are in that 360 pounds, so I need to divide it. 3 into 360. 3 goes into 3 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. Bring down the 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2 because 3 times 2 is 6. Comes a 0, bring down the other 0. And then 3 goes into 0, 0 times. So it's 120 marbles are inside that one bag. Okay? You should be good for the rest of it. Talk to you later, guys.